Content warning. This video has been filmed while life continues on around me. You may hear a chihuahua snoring, phone noises, creaky chair sounds, desk shifting, humidifier running, and so on. I do my best to keep all the crazy distractions at bay, but sometimes we just have to go with the flow. I appreciate your understanding. Hello everyone, welcome to Conversations with Sakeina. Today we are going to do another episode of Into the Unknown with Tarot. What this means, if you're new to my channel, is that I will read you a story from a website I had from 2004 to 2017 called The Night Watchman Chronicles. This story is a true story sent to me by one of my viewers at that time and one of the stories that I placed on that website. Once I read you the story, we'll come back to these cards here and I will share with you what Sakeina says took place, why this particular story, true story, happened. Now remember that the Night Watchman Chronicles was a paranormal website. So these stories encompass time travel, astral travel, paranormal things. So the story here is called Inviso Power by C. In the U.S. Army, 2002, while stationed at Dugway Proving Ground, Utah, I was studying astral travel, angels, and invisibility. One night, while working in the computer lab down the hall in my barracks, I was the only one there when a soldier came in and called, "Anyone here?" "Guess not," and killed the lights. I was 3 feet away and unhappy. "Hey man, turn those lights back on," I called. He walked down the hall, ignoring me. I followed. "Hey, you, are you deaf?" I was loud enough to wake the whole building, but oddly enough, my voice did not echo or sound very loud to me, and he did not hear me at all. I felt odd too, as if disconnected from the world. I passed room after room where others were playing games and laughing and such, but I could barely hear them. "Hello?" I called out as I put my hand on one of them, then realized my hand was transparent. "What the?" I said as I went into shock. "Am I dead?" I asked myself as I reasoned that I could be. I went to my room and stood at the window, and suddenly I heard the world again in a roar. "What the?" I asked as I heard people shout and laugh down the hallway. I went to the room. "Hey," I said. "Hey, Chuck, back from Chow?" he asked, playing a PS2 game. Yeah, I stuttered and left, trying to make sense of it. I now know that we live in an illusion, all of us. My frequency simply changed, and I was part here and elsewhere as none could see me. It's all fake and unreal, people, like the holodeck in Star Trek Next Generation. Okay, so that is the story from C. And the cards we're using here are Buffy the Vampire Slayer, as that is the last walkthrough, the most recent walkthrough that I did. So let's see what Sakeina has to share concerning this experience. So we have the 10 of Swords, we have the 7 of Swords, and we have the 5 of Wands. So what I'm seeing here is C definitely did become kind of invisible to everyone else in the world. As we can see here, the character in the card is sinking back into this swirling kind of black hole. And here is someone looking, and she looks like she can see him, but the whole point is he's somewhere else. He's going somewhere else. He's gone somewhere else. He's gone somewhere else. That's the truth of it. And with the 7 of Swords, this wasn't exactly what C thought it was. The experience was something completely different, not fully understood. Kind of like looking through the peek hole of a doorway or a door, seeing something on the other side, but not really knowing what it was or what it is, because you need to open the door wider to be able to see. He had what seemed like a long time, certainly, to be a part of this, but not long enough to really fully understand what was going on with him. He just knew that he felt wrong. He just knew that something wasn't the way it was supposed to be, and like his whole world was falling apart, basically, and he wasn't who he was supposed to be. as he said, he felt very disconnected from the world, and like he didn't even think of this at first, that maybe he was out of sync, out of time, so to speak. Because at first he didn't feel any different, but then as he started exploring a little bit, the truth of that started coming out as well. He felt a little odd. He did not feel like himself, and knew that there was some kind of disruption in his world. He could feel it. So Sakeina's saying he definitely knew the truth of it. And these cards, they're showing swords, they call them scythes, air, and fire. We have no water and we have no earth. So in this case, she's saying he did a really good job. He may not have shared it in his story, she says, but he did a really good job with keeping his emotions under control. So the experience was not a super emotional one while it was happening. But also, she is saying that there's no earth here. He was not grounded to this particular earth. He had an out-of-time experience. So that is what Sakeina has to share for the story Inviso Power. Until next time, take care.